Brawl boxes, or some version of loot boxes, are confirmed by the developers to be coming back to Brawl Stars. So what's going to be in these loot boxes? How are we going to get them? And how much are they going to cost? Can you say free? That's exactly what I'm going to share with you in this video. First, let's talk about the loot boxes. In the most recent edition of the Time to Explain podcast, where the developers talk about the game and field questions from the community, they revealed a sneak peek about the next update in Brawl Stars.
Maybe it's a sneak peek time. What do you guys think?
This sneak peek is that there are going to be some form of gacha coming back into the game. They mentioned that there's been a lot of feedback and that people miss the randomness and excitement that came with Brawl boxes.
We got a bunch of feedback coming out of the Star Road update. I really like the randomness, the fun in that.
Now there's some really intriguing things to glean from this conversation that give us some ideas of what could be in these boxes, as well as how and when we get them. First off, what are these boxes going to be? Well, we don't even know if they're actually going to be boxes as we know them. They never actually said Brawl boxes themselves were coming back. In fact, they made it clear that the new system of unlocking brawlers via the Star Road, that is 100% staying. That is not changing.
The new system is not going anywhere. It's our normal operation mode, and we like how it works, and
yeah,
you know, like it actually performs really well.
What this seems to be is an addition to the progression system. There are, however, a couple of really curious things that Frank said. First off, I think that these new loot boxes or drops are going to be 100% free. Listen here.
It was a really exciting moment to, you know, see a bigger number there on the Brawl box. And there you're like, oh, this could be like something big. This could be great for my account. This could be the brawler I wanted, or whatever it is. And as a team, we discussed like how can we bring that back without thinking about monetization or anything like this.
They want to bring back the excitement of Brawl boxes where you can get a new brawler or something else, but without thinking of monetization. Now, to be clear, I am just completely trying to infer something out of this clip, but from what Frank is saying, I think that the new gacha mechanic will be free. If I'm guessing correctly, that means that there's going to be zero pay-to-win aspect of the new system, whatever it is, or at least that's what I'm guessing it's going to be. So then, if it's totally free, we probably won't get anything really good from it, right? Well, I mean, we don't know for sure, but I don't think that that's the case because of what Frank said right here.
It could be something really small, or it could be something super exciting.
So rewards that are really small make me think of something like a small amount of coins or power points, something like that. But what would be super exciting? Now, obviously, a brand new brawler would be just that. Maybe like star powers or gadgets, or maybe even like a good chunk of bling. All of that would definitely fit the bill of being super exciting. Are they going to be in boxes? We don't know, but I think that that's what it's leaning towards. What's just as exciting, or more maybe, is that I'm guessing that we're going to be getting these loot boxes every single day. Now, Frank said that they wanted to
having exciting moments, you know, every day in the life of our players.
So if we get these free rewards every day, and the rewards could be something small or something very big, the first thing that I can think of that's like this would be basically like a free Brawl box every day for logging in. However, that seems just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be cool, and maybe you'd get super lucky and pull a new brawler, and that'd be awesome, but for the most part, if this is all the system was, I think that people would just be kind of ho-hum about it. So maybe there's like much more to it than just that. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think it's definitely more than that, more than just a free daily Brawl box for logging in. A couple comments from the other panel members there, like V, said that they really wanted to address and do justice to the criticism of taking the boxes away.
Yeah. Hopefully we bring justice to some of the issues that were raised as a result of our December update last year.
So would one free Brawl box daily quell the masses and, like, you know, completely shut down that criticism that it's not as exciting anymore? I don't think that it would. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. And that's why I think that it's got to be something more to it than that. But again, I don't really know for sure. Now, that's all we know about the gacha, but there were some other important things in this podcast that you ought to know about. And I will tell you all about them right after I tell you about the Samsung S23 Ultra. The all-new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is here and better than ever. The all-new hardware and features in this phone will bring your gaming experience to the next level. It has a Snapdragon Gen 2 chipset that has been optimized specifically for the Galaxy to bring you the smoothest and fastest gaming experience. But all the performance in the world means nothing if the battery can't stand long sessions. Enter a massive 5,000 milliamp hour battery so you can game all day without searching for a charger. And speaking of long gaming sessions, the new Galaxy S23 Ultra has a new cooling system that is 40% more efficient than the S22 with its brand new vapor chamber cooling system, meaning that you can play for hours without feeling like you're holding a curling iron in your hand. The 6.8-inch edge-to-edge screen is beautiful and equipped with an adaptive vision booster, meaning it will change to your environment and reduce strain on your eyes. And with other features like more memory and a built-in S Pen, the S23 Ultra isn't just a gaming device that works as a phone. It's an amazing phone first and foremost, and it also happens to be incredible at gaming. Click the link in the description to check it out for yourself, and big thanks to Samsung for sponsoring not only this video, but also this channel. So the first question submitted by the community was, why isn't the system of reporting players out fully yet? Danny said that the team is still trying to sort through the data and trying to figure out a good way to firmly know when the reports are valid and when they're not. But they are still working on it. They just want to make sure that they have data behind their decision and they don't do anything without making sure that it's 100% positive that it's going to be correct. Now, the next question was if there's going to be an overhaul to the ladder trophy system, as the person asking the question found it too overwhelming time-wise. And Frank said that they are not satisfied with the system and that sooner or later there will be changes.
It's not in a design stage yet. It's like we're discussing what our options are, what we want to do in the future, so there's no timeline or anything.
So they're thinking about it and they want to make changes, but it's not in the design phase as of yet. So while it very well could be coming, it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. So the next question was if they plan on reworking the training cave, and this was met with a resounding no.
Would be cool, but
Yeah, I guess on the priority list is not at the top.
no, it's priority level 1 out of 10.
Then there was a big question about teaming and if the team sees a path forward to ending teaming.
But we still haven't given up on the idea of trying to fix teaming. And some of these things like Showdown Plus, now the Top Dog modifier, it's not like they're doing nothing. They're just not doing enough. We're not done with trying, and we might try some more extreme measures.
Now they have some ideas and they have not given up yet, but they might have to make some big changes to make it happen if they decide to go forward with the attempt to eradicate teaming from Showdown. Now the next question really hits home with me because, as you may know if you watch this channel, I'm a huge proponent of Map Maker and just like the amazing opportunities that could be had if this mode was overhauled. Now, someone wanted to know if and when they plan to overhaul Map Maker, and the answer was, well, it's kind of disappointing.
When we touched on the topic earlier of investing a lot of development time in something uncertain, Map Maker is surely that. Like, we have glorious ideas. It's not just ideas, they're really cool ideas.
They're really cool.
But the amount of effort that will take means that most people for the next 3 to 6 updates would complain that we're only releasing brawlers and skins.
That being said, the concept of a mode maker was also acknowledged.
Yeah, we've also talked about Mode Maker. We're super excited about that.
So both a map maker overhaul as well as a mode maker are in the ideas phase, but seeing an actual product would take a really long time, and it currently is not high on the prioritization list, which is really disappointing to me, seeing that so many people play this mode every single day, but you know, it is what it is. Now, another question was, are you planning on adding more depth of gameplay, like perhaps another ability? The answer here was also surprising to me because they were like, yeah, they are indeed planning on adding more depth that will change the gameplay in Brawl. Now, no solid dates on that yet, but it definitely is in the works.
What we haven't done in this year is like a big change to gameplay, right? And I think we want to have like a, as you Frank touched on that before, we don't want to have another gear moment where like we release something that is like more power for the brawler that is not, doesn't feel exciting, it doesn't feel like you're progressing. So we want to like do a big shake on the gameplay side as we had with gadget and star powers. It's like I don't know the dates or anything, but it's something we're planning already, that we want to add something to the gameplay.
The next question was about Club League and if they had plans to revamp it. And while it's not likely to happen right away, Frank said very clear they're not happy with how Club League is right now and they do want to make some changes there. And the last question was about a 5v5 mode. Now, this is something that they addressed last podcast, but the gist of it is that it's actually harder to develop than you might think, and it would take them quite a bit of time, and all that time would be sunk into something that they're not even really sure of if it'd be good or not because they haven't tried it. So they don't have immediate plans to sink time into doing it when the final product might not even be good. So then, that's the high points of a 2.5 hour broadcast broke down into like, what, 10 minutes. So if you're interested in seeing it in its entirety, I'll link it below. But yeah, boxes or some form of that is coming back to Brawl Stars, and Map Maker Overhaul is not. I actually got to stop recording now, so I'm coming back. Bye.